Hey y'all, this is your K-pop auntie Carly, and I had a 3-hour long reaction to the entire album, and it got partially blocked. And by partially blocked, it means almost everywhere everyone watches. So, I don't know if it's because of the sheer quantity of copyright claimed content, but what I'm going to do is I am chopping it up into smaller videos of each and every song. If you want to watch the unedited, well, it's all going to be unedited. If you want to watch the unclipped version where I don't clip things apart, go down into that. In my description, I have the free link to my Patreon account. As in, there's a bunch of videos up on that Patreon link where you do not have to become a member to watch. I am, as of the recording of this little intro, downloading it right now. It's gonna take a while for a 3-hour video to download, but hopefully by the time you see this, it'll be there. And if you want to watch the unedited, the unchopped up version, it's right there in the Patreon free page. Otherwise, I'm going to tack this little thing here on the front of all of my chopped up versions of the video. So it will be my unedited thoughts. I just apparently have to chop it up because YouTube doesn't like that much copyrighted material in one place. All right, this is cutting to me in past self, completely unaware of this issue. Hey y'all, this is your K-pop auntie Carly, and I am back with another, of course, Stray Kids reaction. This is gonna be fun. We have a brand new album, and I'm gonna do a listen through the entire thing, one video. I did just react to the Maniac because, of course, they came out with the MV first things. I'll listen to it here, but I'll go through the lyrics too. I probably won't spend as much time on it as I do with the other ones because I have heard it. And after I go through this, I'm probably not gonna listen to this again until music videos start coming out, so that when I get around to reacting to an individual music video, I'm one of those people who can watch a movie after a couple of years and be like, I forgot about this. So if I don't listen to the song again until the music video comes out, it'll actually be fairly fresh in my poor little brain. So, okay. Oh, where's my volume at? Way down. Why is it all the way down there? All right, we are starting out with track 1, Venom. And Stray Kids have said that they try to generally, in track 1, put the theme of the entire album into track 1. So we'll see what they have to say here. There are not any captions available as of now, so I will be hopping over to a lyrics video in particular to check these out. Subscribe, all that good stuff. I love that. There's something about that kind of like winding sound. It sounds like you're winding a toy or a chest or a music box that is just like, it's a little too tight. You're winding it up a little too tight. If you know that sound, so kind of, I don't know if that's like my generation or if, because I'm older, or if like that's something that even younger people can kind of identify with, that sound kind of making you feel like it's a little, it's a little too tight. You gotta want to stop winding that. It gets me like, Let me know in the comments if... God, I love that sound though. Okay, so it's gonna repeat the sound. Okay. Dude, they have a lot of switch-ups. I don't know if that's going to be a theme in this album, but yeah, from Maniac, there's a lot of switch-ups going on, like, drastic switch-ups. Picking up to... Yep. Dude, that completely dropped off, and they just kind of let it hang for a second there. I was like, it's coming, it's coming, it's... no. Ooh. Hey, Jim. Ooh. Ah. Sounds like Chad. Let's see if they do the same beat drop. Nope, not really. Nope. Nope, I thought they were gonna do the beat drop into the winding sound, but nope, they changed it up. Felix. Got like a, there was like an eerie siren in there. Wow. Huh. I feel like this is gonna end suddenly. Yeah. End suddenly? Huh. So we have some definite beat changes going on in this album. I'm excited to listen to the rest of them. That was track 1. Lyrics. I got to do lyrics. Hang on. Okay, I have my standby Zaddy here. They usually do, the team usually does a pretty darn good job, and they didn't release theirs, like, immediately at midnight. It took them a few hours, so I think that they're gonna do okay with, these super early ones are kind of iffy on translations sometimes, but we'll see if this makes sense. So, we did know this from earlier. Spiderweb, tied up tightly. Well, we'll say the volume's good. Smack dab right there. Spiderweb. Got me. I got caught in it on my way pretending not to know. I knew I wouldn't be able to. Sitting here trying to read when Changbin's rapping. I got caught in it on my way to pretending not to know. I knew I wouldn't be able to escape, but I got caught again. Okay. I'm trapped in a sticky web. The criminal lethal poison is already spread. Alright, so we have stray kids are getting caught in a web. They're trying to escape, but they're just getting caught again. And now the spider has come, injected them with lethal poison. No escape. Disappeared senses. Can't feel my fingers. It's doing its work. The venom is doing its work. I'm caught. You got me wrapped up around your fingers. Okay, so we have a little double entendre, double meaning going on here. So, not only are they caught in a spider web, but they're wrapped around your finger. So we're two different kinds of caught. Being caught in a spider web and being wrapped around someone's finger is not quite the same thing, but they're playing with the same concepts of being caught. Okay. I get drunk on your hands that captivated me. I wanted more. I needed more. Spreading poison, addictive potion. The danger to beware of disappears now. Okay, so the danger is disappearing. Spider web, tied up tightly. Yeah, spider, you got me locked up. His tone is interesting. I haven't heard that tone out of him before. Get tied alive. Trap, trap, trap. Swallow. More dangerous than emergency siren alarms. You got me like Harley. So there is. I did think I did think that I had heard some kind of eerie alarms in the music, and I think that's right. So it's more dangerous than an emergency. Emergencies aren't necessarily all dangerous. So just saying. More dangerous than emergency siren alarms. You got me like Harley. I'm guessing that's Harley Quinn. From Marvel? DC. I'm gonna get slaughtered by the DC Marvel, all that. I don't keep track of who's who. Rather than fear, it feels like I'm on a dangerous game. And I'm guessing that's the reference to Harley there, I'm guessing, is how she can't get away from the Joker, is it? Oh man, you're really gonna roast me for my comic book lore now, but she is like obsessed with him, as far as I remember, right? They're kind of obsessed with each other a little bit, but she just doesn't, yeah, she can't let him go, man. She knows that he's not good. She can't let him go. Rather than fear, it feels like I'm on a dangerous game. Everyone silence. Okay, so not scared, feeling like it's a game, even though it's a dangerous game. Everyone silence. Every day is urgent. Catch me. I'm serious, man. The side, above, and back, wherever it is, wherever. Everywhere is you. Okay, so surrounded by you. I'm not just caught in the spider web. I'm tangled, fooled. Okay, so maybe you are the spider web. That they're talking about in here, wrapped around your finger. You are everywhere. I'm not just caught in the spider web. I'm tangled up in it, and you are everywhere. So I'm guessing that talking about the spider web in that way is kind of. Come on, get that. Yep, side, above, and back. Everywhere is you. And it goes immediately on to talk about, for the lyrics, if I'm not just caught in the spider web, I'm tangled. So you are the spider web. Okay, got it. I'm body trembling in fear of a predator. I'm squished by your black force, but at that sight, I lose my mind. So you are the spider web and the spider. Because I'm guessing the black force is the spider, right? But at that sight, I lose my mind. Why are you losing your mind? That's the question. No escape. Disappeared senses. Can't feel my fingers. I'm caught. You got me wrapped up around your fingers. Get drunk on your hands that captivated me. I wanted more. I needed more. spreading poison, addictive potion, the danger to be aware of disappears now. Raging hurricane. It doesn't waver. Hurricane, it doesn't waver. Why are you in a rush? I'm tied right in front of you. Okay. I can't escape. Where can I go after I escape? I'm your food who is captivated by the atmosphere that overwhelms the surroundings. Oh, man. Interesting. So, yeah, where I can't escape. Where would I even go if I could? I'm your food who is captivated by the atmosphere that overwhelms the surroundings. So, I'm trapped. But I'm also captivated. Like, I'm guessing, let me know if the Korean word there has the same double meaning that the English word does. Because captivated, I mean, to be captivated means you are, like, entranced by something, you know. This cup is so beautiful. I am captivated by it. But obviously captivated comes from the word captive. You are being held against your will, and it's kind of that thing. This cup is so beautiful that I am against my will drawn to it. I am so captivated by it. It is so beautiful I can't help but be attracted to it. Captivated, captive. Let me know if the Korean has that same double meaning in there. Because Stray Kids plays with all sorts of double meanings. I'm your food who is captivated. So I am both a captive, and I am, like, against my own will, entranced by the beauty of. It's like, so we have a little, okay. Over the more I move, the smaller the radius of action becomes. Yeah, that's kind of how. Oh, my nose itches again. That's kind of the whole thing with quicksand, or you're getting. The more you struggle, the quicker the ties become. The not quicker. I mean, that is an appropriate word, but the tighter the binds become. What there are knots like that. If you struggle, it becomes tighter and tighter instead of loosening it. So the more I move, the smaller the radius of action becomes. The best plot twist: the appearance is a trap. Poison charged it, inject it, spread faster, and trap the poison in my body. Hang on. With the spider web, you tie me from head to toe. I'm confused. The best plot... I rewound it. The best plot twist, the appearance, is a trap. So, okay. He's saying plot twist. Because Felix was just talking about how, like, I'm captivated by these surroundings. It reminds me of, I'm trying to think of particular, like, Venus flytraps. Isn't it Venus flytraps? That, there are other ones that kind of send out even these kind of chemicals, and they attract with their beauty, and once you actually, like, land on them or something, then you're like, oh, that's a trap. And you get eaten. So the best plot twist, the appearance is a trap. So it's not necessarily a spider web in the true sense of the form that, like, you can, when you see a spider web, you're like, you steer clear of it. You know, you don't try to get in there. So I think he's saying the plot twist is that we weren't telling you about here is that we willfully ran into this trap. We were attracted to it, we were captivated by it, we wanted to go there, and then suddenly we realized we were trapped. We were trapped by, okay. Poison charged, inject it, spread faster, trap the poison in my body. And the wording in that almost makes it sound like that is also kind of okay. He's okay with it. He's inject it. Like, I don't know if that's a request. Inject it, spread faster, trap the poison in my body. It almost, like, the wording in English at least sounds to me like he's okay with it. He's like, yeah, do it. Poison me. Spread that poison further. Okay. Plot twist. With this spider web, you tie me from head to toe. I'm confused. Thrill and shudder that can be felt. Even when I try to run, I'm ready. So even when I try to run, I'm still ready for... That's kind of what I get out of that. That's... So... Okay, I think they are playing with a concept of, like, they know that they were attracted and trapped and poisoned, but at the same time, he's confused because he wants it. Like, he wants what's going on. Like, the spider web, you tie me from head to toe, I'm confused. A thrill and shudder that can be felt. Even when I try to run, I'm all ready. When I try to run, I'm all ready. And let me know, because it was the already there that was throwing me. Let me know if that is already or if that is I'm ready. I'm all ready or I'm ready. That could have been one of those early translations, because if it's like, even when I'm trying to run, I'm ready, that's like, even though I'm trying to escape, I'm ready for what you're doing to me. I'm ready for the poison. I'm ready for this. I'm caught in the spider web. I still haven't escaped. I'm caught in the spider web. That's a typo. I don't intend to escape. Not I don't intend. I don't intend. It's the same word, different tense. Okay, so yeah, plot twist. I don't intend to escape. Alright. Okay. So that is, if that is the theme that they're trying to carry with the album, the theme sounds like they didn't necessarily realize that they were running into a trap, but now that they are in the trap, they're like, all right, let's do this. We're okay with this. Let's go all the way. I don't intend to escape. Fantastic. I gotta see where the rest of this is going. Next song. Okay, Oddinary. And this will be like the 5th time that I've listened to this. Oddinary, Maniac, whatever. Oddinary is the album. It's that Freudian thing where you look at something and you mean to say Maniac and you see read the thing you're looking at. Yeah, this started out, I wasn't honestly expecting it to start out like this. I was expecting it to start out like the Maniac teaser that wasn't the unit teaser. I was expecting for that to be the sound of the song, because with the Maniac unit teasers, we had so many different sounds, because we don't get that heavy metal guitar riff going on that we did in the 2nd unit teaser, I think it was. So I wasn't expecting to get the sound from the 1st unit teaser, but we did. But we did. I like how he just draws that out. I like that higher pitch, just... The drill. With the birds chirping in the back still. Just switching it up, man. Just switching it up a bunch more. Sounds like he's rapping through a filter a little. Distorts him. I'm gonna rock out to this a lot. Bringing it down. I love that they put so many styles in one song. Okay. Lyrics version. If you want to check out I do have a reaction to the actual music video, but I get really distracted by pictures. I don't know what that says about my brain, but I get really distracted by pictures. So one of the benefits of doing the lyrics version is I'm not so distracted by what's going on screen that I can look at the words a little more. Let's go! Every time. Relax, everyone. Stop pretending to be normal. All of your smiles look weird, right? It's all of that. How are you doing? I'm fine. How are you? When the lock is released, we're all the same. Your eyes can't fool me. Oh. And that I'm guessing that's the lock from that Felix has. He releases the lock, it breaks. And they definitely play with the we are all the same thing. Because Stray Kids definitely is like, yeah, we're all the same, but we're all totally different at the same time. You know, he's not saying we're all the same as in, like, we have this oneness that there's, like, not really a whole lot of diversity, because we are all the same in certain ways. You know, we all feel the same general range of emotions. We're all the same in that we're trying to conform to society and being the functional human beings when it comes to being in public. You know, just the other day I was out with my mom. You shouldn't go in public with me if you want me to be myself, because these shopkeepers and restaurant people love it. I entertain everybody. And yeah, so we're all the same in that we're all trying to hide that inner self. Like, we all think that inner person is kind of not wanted out there. Like, the real us, because I think they'll say it again in the song, the normal, you know, we're all, the normal you is actually the ordinary you. Like, the ordinary you is the normal you. Like, you're hiding it from everybody. It's in there. It's in your eyes. It's behind that fake smile. You're just putting out, you know, this look that Chan is giving you right there. The totally, like, I'm fine. Normal. I'm totally normal. All right. Your eyes can't fool me. And the real self has been released. There it is. Barely holding on. The real self barely holding on inside of there, but it's been released after blinking once. Back. Again, back to cosplaying as what society defines normal to be. Like, there's that concept. Yep, you're instead of, you blink and there's that normal self, your actual normal self coming out, but then back to cosplay. Then, back to just putting on, your outfit, putting on your face, and this is what society defines as normal. This is not my normal. This is what society defines as normal. And no, I would not have been acting like my normal me in public if the shops weren't kind of empty and there were a lot of people around, because normal me is loud and a goofball, and I was entertaining my grandma who has dementia and keeping her attention and keeping her talking and stuff. And yeah, I wouldn't have been doing that in a large crowd of people, because I would have been, this isn't normal. Well, at least what society claims to be normal. So, yep, get it. A mashup, mind blown. Put my mind on backup. Put my mind on backup. Yeah, that's... You gotta put your own normal, actually normal mind on backup when you go out into society and do what society wants you to do, think how society wants you to think. Prototype on the inside. I'm always a freaky monster. Prototypes are one of a kind. Prototypes are not that mass-produced factory model of, whatever car or whatever is being pumped out on the factory line. A prototype is handmade, like Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein's monster was handmade. On the inside, I'm always a freaky monster. I'm always... And that's, again, it's playing with those two different concepts of normal, not normal. You can be normal, totally normal, in that the fact that you're a freaky monster, that's your... Not being normal is normal, but when you actually show that side of you, you look like in public, where people are expecting you to do the whole society's version of normal, you look like a freaky monster. That's just, yeah. On the inside, I'm always that way. Kindness is no longer trending, now rotten. And that's a critique. Let's throw a critique out there at society that people are not... Kindness is not the default. I stay off the internet, y'all. This is the most internet that I do. I very intentionally made a decision rather early not to get into social media. And part of it is because of that line right there. Part of it is because of that line right now. Kindness is no longer trending. People feel like they can be giant jerks online. Don't know. I know why. It's because they don't suffer the immediate repercussions of looking someone in the eye and saying the things that they say. When you actually have to say things to people face to face, you're a little nicer because you don't know the response. And even simply, it's not like you think somebody's gonna smash you in the face if you say something mean to them in person. It's like, dude, just somebody giving you a stern look because they're disappointed or in you in person. It's like, oh, sorry. It's the internet, dude. Social media, kindness is no longer trending. Gotcha, hon. Now rotten. You can backbite me as much as you want. I'll ignore them anyway. So go into the haters, man. All you haters out there, kindness isn't trending. You're just being jerks online. Poppin', if you think I'm just pure and innocent, you're wrong. When our favor continues, people think it's their right. Toxic. Yeah, and it's... yeah, stray kids will often give off that vibe of, cute. That the whole cute vibe, the whole eggio and everything. But, yeah, that's just part of, we all have these different facets, and that it was part, again, when I was out with my grandma and my mom. No matter how old you are, I'm almost 40 now, no matter how old you are, when you're with your mom and your grandma, you kind of lose your age a little bit, and you become a little younger, and so that is just a facet. People are usually, stray kids, I'm sure, are usually not all pure and innocent in their they're grown men. That's so. And yeah, that is definitely another critique on society right there, right along with kindness is not trending. A favor continues. People think it's their right. Toxic. And it's when you are, it's a direct, it feels linked to the kindness is not trending, because people are jerks. But at the same time, when people are so used at the same time to being treated well that they take it for granted. Like, being treated well, just in general, and expecting to be treated well, is a fairly new phenomenon. Like, I was a history major in college, and I've continued to study history, and like, the world that we live in right now is like so unrecognizable from 100 years ago. It is, people are so they expect so much out of life. And it's not that I'm not happy that we have great healthcare, and it's not like I don't want like more and more access to great healthcare, and it's not like I don't think that it's great that there's like a social oh wow, my brain is forgetting the term. The it's not umbrella, it's net. Thank you. The social net that catches people, when they're down on their luck or when they're older and incapable of working. And it's awesome that society catches you and tries to lift you back up to where you can be on your own 2 feet. And there are all of these fantastic things that we're building into society to try to like be good, to be better human beings. But then, as it continues, then people begin to think it is their right, that it's not like these benefits, that it's not like, oh God, it's awesome that unemployment is here so that I can be caught when I'm out of a job. It's awesome that, when I get old, that society is gonna lift me up. It's awesome that all of these amazing things are like put into society to help each other out. It's one is like, well, of course society is paying for me when I can't work. I mean, I gotta search for exactly the right kind of job that I want. And yeah, I've been on unemployment for years because I'm going to school and I need to find my dream job. It's my right to find my dream job and to be paid to go to school. May not be politically correct of me to think so. I busted my butt to work through college, while on scholarship as well for playing sports, and that is frickin' work, and took on debt to get through college. Like, my parents didn't pay for that, and neither did the government. And yeah, if they didn't want to get into it, they wouldn't have gotten into it. I'm just saying, whether it's on a governmental structure or whether it's from individual human beings, we have come to take things for granted and call them our rights when they are not our rights. Like, it is not your right to not be offended. And it does become toxic when you start to insist that other people being nice to you, other people doing things for you is your right, because you're standing there with your hand out and saying, this is my right to receive. This is my right to keep you from doing something. That absolutely gets toxic. This is what drives me crazy. Warning. Trigger warning. If y'all were just triggered by what I was saying, he's saying it too. Hey, drives me crazy. Trigger warning. Going crazy. I have a loose screw maniac spinning. Walk like Frankenstein. Laugh like I have a screw loose. Like the seam of a torn doll. Eventually, you'll expose your real self. Stuffing is coming out of the seams. In this not easy life, no easy, it ain't live, it's holding on, yeah. And I feel like they're playing with album titles there, because we have the Go Live series, you know, the Live Life Live, Go Live, and no easy, not easy. In this not easy, no easy life, it ain't live, go live, it's holding on, yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely playing with their album titles there. They're kind of showing us a theme, aren't they? Relax, everyone. Stop pretending to be normal. All of your smiles. No fresh. Like that's just thrown up there in English. All your smiles, no fresh. No, rotten. When the locket is open, we're all the same. Your eyes can't fool me. This street I'm walking on is in a minefield, like a dormant volcano. Never know when it'll all explode. And this street is like kind of this path, this road, this path that I'm walking on is a minefield, like a dormant volcano. Never know when it'll explode. So a little bit more here. And never know when the calm winds will change. I'm gonna hang on. Everyone lives hiding themselves like a sealed tornado. So I feel like they might be playing with a few different things there. Like obviously walking on a minefield, things are about to explode, but you don't know where it is. And that's the thing that sucks about minefields. There's the whole purpose of a minefield is to get people to step on something that they don't know is there. Kind of like getting caught in a spider web that you thought that you wanted to get caught in. Okay. And yeah, kind of like a door, trying to make your way through an unmarked minefield step by step, and you're like, yeah, I don't know when this is gonna go off. Kind of like a dormant volcano. You never know when the calm winds will change. And it's interesting because a wind can be calm, I guess. I guess a wind can be calm. You say like a breeze. I don't know if that's. Let me again. If you know the Korean, let me know if that is. Actually, there's two very similar. Nah. Let me know if that is actually calm winds or if that's more like a word like breeze. Yeah, because winds makes me think of levanter. You know, you never know when these calm winds, when this breeze will change into an actual wind and into a levanter, a big old storm. Which, reverts back to, you don't know when you're going to step on a minefield. Everyone lives hiding themselves like a sealed tornado. So the path is kind of the same thing as, people. The path is kind of like the same as people. Everyone lives hiding themselves like you bottle it up, that's the saying, you bottle up your feelings and everything, and everyone lives hiding themselves, all bottled up, and that little bottle that you have is actually a friggin' tornado going off, and it feels like that sometimes when you don't let loose, when you don't show your true self. It can feel like just this swirling mass and just like, This is a sound effect of swirling mass in your chest. Pop it if you think I'm just pure and innocent, you're wrong. When a favor continues, people think it's, they're right, toxic, and that is what drives me crazy. Warning. And I know that some of the vocals in here isn't going to be quite right because, and I don't care because I think I'm just doing this more so for the lyrics than who's singing, because I think it's Felix saying Maniac and Hyunjin saying Walk Like Frankenstein. Eyes filled with lunatic. All senses are tense. Nice. Your eyes aren't fooling me, they're saying, but now, because the eyes are filled with lunatic. You know, they've got the smile plastered on, but the eyes aren't fooling them. The eyes are filled with this maniac, with this lunatic. All senses are tense. Locked up while wrapped up in that pretty package. Yeah, that you try to put your best appearance forward. You try to make your appearance, whether it's this actual appearance or the kind of metaphorical appearance of yourself, the metaphorical you that you present. You try to make that a pretty package as well. So locked up while wrapped up inside of that pretty you that you give to society. As time goes by, it'll eventually be revealed. The inside you will eventually be revealed, that lunatic, that maniac, the inner self that was hidden. You cannot stop this feeling. Alright, so we do have a theme, I feel like. So we have a Venom was about getting caught in a trap, but the plot twist is you willfully went into the trap, and you're kind of okay with the poison that is being injected into you, and you don't really want to leave. And I don't know if that's supposed to be a good thing or a bad thing. Like, if that is a society thing, like if that is a critique thing in Venom, that society draws you into this pretty trap and they capture you and they inject their poison into you and you're okay with it. Like you're complacent. You're being the universal me too. You know, we're okay with being complacent. We're okay with being trapped. We are okay with being held captive. And that kind of feels more like a critique than a, you know, Stray Kids saying that they're okay with this venom being put into them because they're metamorphosizing or something. It feels more like a society critique. Like, we'll keep going with especially if that's a theme, and we just got Maniac here that is talking about societal critiques and, you know, society telling you you're supposed to be one thing, and hey, it's gonna eventually, that the actual you, the normal you, is eventually gonna bust out. So we'll keep going here and see if we have a lot of societal critiques in here about normalcy being forced on and people being poisoned with normalcy. Hang on. Alright, next song. I went and filled up my coffee, so I am on my third cup of the day. Don't worry, I am staying hydrated. I'm probably going to have to go grab something to eat after this so the acidity doesn't settle into my stomach. You don't care. We are on to Charmer. Alright. Let's see if we have all sorts of